Hello everyone and welcome to Tech with Harsha ji. My name is Sri Harsha and this is part 1 of a new series wherein I'll be trying to build the famous eShop on containers application using Spring Boot stack. This video will cover the following things. What is eShop on containers? Why am I doing this series? High level architecture, what we will learn or cover in this series, and finally a demo of the application. Without further delay, let's dive right in. What is eShop on Containers? eShop on Containers is a reference application developed by Microsoft. It showcases microservices architecture using .NET Core and Docker containers. Now, this statement is overly simplified. To appreciate eShop on Containers, you have to see it in action. Before wrapping this video, I will give a small demo on how to set up and use the application. Why am I doing this series? These days, it's very easy to learn a topic or technology as you'll find a lot of material. It can be books or videos. But the real learning happens when you try to apply it. And applying these concepts over a simple application like to do will not be of any help either. You need an application with medium and reasonable complexity. eShop on Containers application perfectly fits this criteria. Microsoft did a great job in delivering this gem to the .NET community. High-level architecture. This diagram represents the original architecture of eShop on Containers project. On the left, we see three client-facing applications. The first one is a mobile application built using Xamarin Forms. If you are unfamiliar with Xamarin, Xamarin is an UI toolkit to create applications targeting Android, iOS and Windows platforms. The second one is a traditional ASP.NET MVC based web application, and the third one is a single page application built using the Angular framework. These applications connect to the API gateway, and these API gateways are responsible for routing the request to these internal microservices. The first microservice we are seeing here is an identity microservice. This is responsible for providing services like authentication, authorization, and user management. The next three services, as their name suggests, are responsible for providing functionality related to products, orders, and basket. Except the basket microservice, which uses Redis for storage, the remaining microservices use SQL Server for storage. Next to the microservices, we see another key component called Event Bus. This component simplifies the inter-service communication between the microservices and abstracts the underlying messaging infrastructure. It can also be configured to leverage either RabbitMQ or Azure Service Bus. We'll learn more about this component in the upcoming videos. In the bottom section, we see three applications. The first one, Web Status, shows a centralized dashboard about the health status of all the registered microservices. The next one is a log server. This enables centralized log collection, storage, and querying of log events. The third one is a webhooks API. This allows the client to subscribe to specific events and notifies them via a callback URL when that event occurs. This slide covers what we are going to build. As you can see, I have grayed out certain apps and components, but the core functionality gets covered. We'll start the development by building the event bus component, which leverages RabbitMQ as the underlying messaging infrastructure. Once the building blocks are ready, we'll start the development of each and every microservice, starting with catalog first, followed by basket, and then finally the ordering system. Along with this, certain minor changes are also required in the Angular application. These changes are required to accommodate the switch from identity microservice with Keycloak. Now coming to the part what we'll learn or cover in this series. By the end of this series, we'll be building several microservices using Spring Boot. We'll get a fair idea of event-driven architecture and we'll use it all across. We'll be using Docker for local development and we'll deploy the eShop on Containers application using Docker Compose. We'll be building one microservice using domain-driven design. You'll also get some fair idea of what is RabbitMQ, Keycloak, and Redis. Now I will give a short demo of the application that we are going to build. I already have a Windows terminal open and I'm at the location wherein the source code exists. I'll start the application by doing a Docker compose up. In my case, the application is already running, so it didn't take much time for me. This is the application that we are trying to build. I can see a shopping cart application and I can see certain products. I can log in. Can copy the password from here. Let me try to add this item to the cart. Item added to the cart. Now I'll try to update the quantity and let me check out. The detail is already filled in over here. I'm trying to place the order. As you can see, there are certain orders which are already there. These are my past orders. It also showed me a notification of basically that an order is being submitted. Now it will take a little while to simulate that this order is getting processed. Till then you'll see the status as submitted. I'll also try to speed in the video now. Yeah, now you see the status getting updated to awaiting validation. In a certain while, you will see the order status also getting updated to, yeah, I have received the order status update to stock confirm. In a while, you will also see the status getting updated to paid. Yeah, so that's the demo of the application. As you can see, behind the scenes, you are seeing around 21 containers which are running. I want to keep this introduction video from getting too long. Thank you very much for watching, and if you like the video, don't forget to click the like button, subscribe and share it. Next time, and happy coding.